Hello, greetings. I think I'm feeling this kind of betrayal from these Muslims, ex-Muslims now. Please don't trust them. I think on one hand they're showing how the Christians are bad-mouthed, okay? Adam Sikha Urdu, Punjabi, Pakistani. And then they would say that, they would make me realize that in the secular system, they can say anything to your sister. Their mouths are shut, right? This is what these Muslims, taking Sam Shaman. And then later on, Sahil ex-Muslim. So there was a case on on YouTube channel. A Muslim said that about the Sahil is trying to trap women. All right? There were these people one night, and what they were saying, they were flirting around and all. So I just kept my mouth shut. I was like frozen in time. You know how they were joking and flirting around with the woman? Who was it about? Anyhow, I don't want to name, even if I start to remember. So now you know what they want to say. Okay, I've realized in Pakistan, these Muslims are not alone. On one hand, when there's a sectarian war or fight, and there are killings of, they've invested so much in Shia killing, they wouldn't back out. It's so much funding. So when that happens, they say that the Americans are doing it, our enemies are doing it, the kafir, disbelievers. India is with America, Israel is doing it. We can't do anything, we can't say anything, we can't stop this. Okay, on the other hand, when there's a Quran, they've kept a Quran Day burning Quran Day thing against it. Everyone has to get up, even the poor Shias, of course we had to get up against this, but I wouldn't. Because how can I blame the foreigners for burning the Quran when our own people are burning our houses, making our Shias widows after the blood of Shias? They are thirsty after the blood of Shias. And they are not alone. They are not alone. So I was trying to make out what's going on. Please don't trust these ex-Muslim Pakistanis, even Indians. Some of them like Sahil, ex-Indian Muslim. Indian ex-Muslim. I made a mistake on live stream, so I had to correct myself immediately because I'm very scared of these non-Shia Muslims. They can take anything. They've been spreading false rumors against Shias for the longest time I've known. Right? जब से होश पता चला है कि ये Sunni Muslims were after us in Pakistan. Acha, they are not alone. They have the GCC Arab world with them. They also have Egypt, Africa, Malaysia. They are not alone. And now I came across this Indian man, his channel, Mr. Rajiv Malhotra, right? They could be very clever, these Muslims, ex-Muslims now. See, you won't find a Shia, 12er Shia, or an Ismaili doing these things like this. Okay, Abdullah Samir's father was Ismaili, but he became a Sunni Muslim. But you won't find Shias doing this and gaining money out of their live streams and all this. So they're doing it in a very, very clever manner. On one hand, to make us realize that, yes, if with the secular people, even Christians, they will badmouth us, they will falsely accuse us. And they kept their mouth shut there. And then they've asked me to keep, watch my mouth. And so it's very, very cleverly done. And I could see this, it's just a little glimpse I can give you of Pakistan, Muslims against Shias. So there they say that the America and this, okay, Israel and all. Yeah, I will remember to say that with Rajiv Malhotra, this man is a Canadian who talks about how much these Islamic, like, it really now makes me crack up. So on one hand, when the Quran is burnt, even my poor Shias get up because they have to, right? Although I have my own thing that I will not let them burn the Quran, let them throw the Quran, flush the Quran. Foreigners, who are they to me? But what you have done to the Pakistani Shias, and then you say we can't say anything because they're superpowers and India is with them and Israel is with America and there's Jewish lobbying and all this. But when Quran thing or any foreigner makes a cartoon, ooh, the whole Pakistan gets up. Shias also with these clever, cunning ones, Sunni Muslims, जो खून के प्यासे हैं हमारे शियाओं के. Shias, leave Pakistan. Enough is enough. We are widowed, orphan children. हम उनका कौन करेगा अभी अमेरिका अभी ये Canadian was saying at the channel Rajiv Malhotra that even Iran is with these against North America now. Now what have these Sunni Muslims gotten Iran into? Against North America, right? तो आप जाएं Iranian Shias, those who are leading the country, go and live with live in Bahrain, live in Egypt, live in Palestine, and see what happens to you. तो इनकी बहुत अब मैं समझ गई हूँ. Because you see, this Canadian person cannot lie. American can lie, politician, president, but Canadian have protected the rights of Ismailis. And the Canadian Prime Minister President is a good friend of Ismailis Imam, His Highness Aga Khan. So I was like, where should we go? Where should we Shias, 12 Shias? When is our Imam Mahdi going to come and bring justice? So for justice on this YouTube, I've been against, trying sometimes against Hari Sultan, sometimes against the Hindus, sometimes against this one, that one, my Shias, telling them, please look at this Quran ayats, get out of this Shia Islam, save yourselves and all this. Seen you suffering a lot, too much, now enough is enough. But these Sunni Muslims of Pakistan, they're very clever, and even on YouTube now, very cleverly done against secular people, Christians. Okay, Hamara Urdu, Hamara Adab, they can, like they told me here on Sahil Ex Muslim now, you are a good person, like you have been a good, participant here. Don't say these things, but how come Sahil Ex Muslim kept quiet? So they're trying to very cleverly, cunningly, get us against, provoked and then totally against the Christians, right? But they themselves never said anything. This Sahil guy was there, Bekharat Badbakht. So please don't mind me now saying these, abusing them. तो ये तो अच्छा कालिदासी का आप देखें. Look at Kalidasi. There was a Muslim man who approached her and said that how can I become pretend and earn money from YouTube by being an ex-Muslim. These Sunnis can do this now. They're doing this on YouTube. So we don't know. Some people, some ex-Muslims are genuine like I am, but I cannot say about any other person, right? I don't know. As long as when I experience something going on, fishy going on, but very cleverly done, like in Pakistan, putting the whole blame on America, Israel, and all this for creating these, fueling the sectarian killings also. Oh boy, this is going to be very clever it's going to be very tough to expose these very, very clever Muslims, Pakistani, huh? Non-Shia Muslims. No wonder I'm going here and there against some Hindus, and then Harith Sultan and Khalid Kamal, and then Gulzar Elia against Sachwala, Gulzar Elia, questioning him. Indian ex-Muslims too involved in this, very, very cleverly done. So listen to I made a live stream before this and I just wanted to correct something, and then listen to what I've come. Hello, greeting, immediate correction. Because I know these non-Shia Muslims. Oh, so achanak se, sorry, I make these mistakes while even reading and all this. Someone's put a spell on me or something. Since a long time, sorry. So I said what? Sorry, I said Ali Muhammad's Shia, not Muhammad Ali's Shia. So Rasulullah. I know how clever and how these Muslims are. लेकिन जस्टिस कहाँ है? जस्टिस अभी आए इमाम मेहदी, हमें जस्टिस दे. अच्छा, पाकिस्तान में अच्छी बात निकली कि जब सेक्टेरियन वॉर होता है ना, जब शियाओं को मार रहे होते हैं, तो कहते हैं कि इन्होंने किया है, वेस्टर्न वर्ल्ड ने किया. अच्छा, फिर इनका कैसे होता है इन्फ्लुएंस? वेस्टर्न वर्ल्ड इनसे डरती है. वेस्टर्न वर्ल्ड तो ये दिखा रही है कि वी आर स्केर्ड ऑफ दीज so much funding by the Islamists, Listen to Malhotra's channel, Mr. This Canadian. He's a Canadian, he's not even an American. And Canada is very, just about these matters, at least much better than America. Politically also, huh? They respect, they're really friends with at least our Ismailis. They have protection for the Ismailis in Canada. तो आप देखिए कनेडियन क्या बोल रहा है. कनेडियन, ये जो मुसलमानों ने, अच्छा, सेक्टेरियन वॉर होगी, शियाओं का जेनोसाइड, तो ये अमेरिका ने करवाया, इजराइल करवा रहा है, बहरूनी हमारे दुश्मन करवा रहे हैं, इंडिया करवा रही है मिलके अमेरिका के साथ. और जब कुरान बर्निंग डे, सब पाकिस्तानी उठ जाते हैं ऐसे. तो ये क्या हो रहा है? व्हाट इज गोइंग ऑन, राइट? हम जस्टिस के लिए तड़प रहे हैं, इधर उधर जा रहे हैं, कभी हारिस सुल्तान के अगेंस्ट, कभी हिंदुओं के अगेंस्ट, कभी, और फिर इस सैम शमोन डर्टी पिग के थ्रू हमें मिलता है कि आई एम अ फेक पर्सन. देखिए एडम और ये डर्टी पिग्स इसकी कंपनी में नहीं, अपने ये तो फिर अपनी माँ, फिर तो ये इनके सेक्युलर सिस्टम में जाएंगे, व्हाट अ बिच, सिस्टर को कहेंगे व्हाट अ बिच, व्हाट माँ को कह सकते हैं. तो ऐसे ऐसे अच्छा, फिर ये हमें दिखाएंगे कि हम कितने रिस्पेक्टफुल हैं. तो नहीं करेंगे ये हमारे मुसलमान, कि हमारे अदब, हमारे उर्दू वर्ड्स, बहुत रिस्पेक्टफुल हो तुम लोग, बहुत रिस्पेक्टफुल हो. तो हरामियों, جب شیعوں کے خون کے پیاسے، جب قرآن کو کچھ ہوتا ہے، تم لوگوں کے ساتھ شیعہ بھی اٹھ جاتے ہیں پاکستان میں، یہ نہیں دیکھ سکتے، اور ان کو تم لوگ کہہ رہے ہو کہ ویسٹ کروا رہا ہے یہ. قاتل، شیعوں کے خون کے پیاسے، تم لوگ جیسے چالاک. یہ دیکھیں یہ کنیڈین ملہوترا کے وہاں جا رہے ہیں، راجیو ملہوترا. شیعوں کے خون کے پیاسے، کتنے تم لوگوں نے ویڈیوز بنائے ہیں ہمارے شیعوں کے پاکستان میں. کدھر ہے وہ؟ میں نے ادھر مل رہا نہیں ہے. ایک کینیڈا میں رہ رہی تھی، اچھا انڈائریکٹلی آ کے مجھے ایسے میرے تھینک گاڈ کینیڈا. اسماعیلی، میں تو سمجھی میں ادھر بھی گئی، یو اے ای میں مجھے اندر کریں گے. گلوبل اسلام اینڈ انڈیا سیکورٹی، ٹام کیوگن. He's a Canadian, not even an American. میں سمجھی کہ او مائی گاڈ ادھر یہ آئی تھی اور انہوں نے اسامہ بن لادن کے نیفیو کے ساتھ دوستی کی تھی. اچھا، knowing all these people، اور آپ کو پتا ہے پھر اس کا پی آر ہے. Hi honey, oh it's so good to meet you. God. Oh, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed, I want to meet him and give him this thing, what I've made, and all this, huh? Oh my God, ہم تو اکیلے ہیں، اور ہمیں تو امام حسین نے سکھایا کہ جو اکیلا ہے اس کے ساتھ خدا ہوتا ہے، جس کا کوئی نہیں اس کا تو خدا ہوتا ہے. اور وہ خدا کی میں شاید بات نہیں کر رہی ہوں جو یہ کرسچنز اور مسلمان آج. Oops, sorry, something went wrong. اور کبھی سے میں اس خدا کی بات کر رہی ہوں جو حق کرتا ہے، اور اس سچے لوگوں کی بات کر رہی ہوں جو اکیلا کھڑے رہتے ہیں، اکیلے ہیں. ان مسلمانوں کی میں بات نہیں کر رہی. یہ لوگ کہاں اکیلے ہیں؟ ان کے ساتھ سعودی عربیہ ہے، یو اے ای ہے، قطر ہے. یہ لوگ کہاں اکیلے؟ بحرین ہے، عمان ہے، افریقہ ہے، ایجپٹ ہے. ایجپٹ اور کون سا ملک ہے؟ ایجپٹ، ملیشیا ہے. اینڈ پیپل آر ناٹ افریڈ آف یو. یہ تھوڑا میں نے سنا میرا دماغ خراب ہو گیا. آپ دیکھیں یہ اسلامسٹ کیا کر رہے ہیں. یہ ویسٹرن ورلڈ کو اٹھا کے رکھ دیا ہے، اٹھا کے ڈسٹرب کر کے رکھ دیا ہے، اور ہمیں ادھر پاکستان میں کہہ رہے ہیں کہ جو سیکٹیرین وارز ہیں، فائٹس ہیں، کلنگز ہیں، وہ یہ کروا رہے ہیں یہ ویسٹرن ورلڈ. آپ کو سننا ہے کتنی فنڈنگ ہوئی ہے. دس کنیڈین کی ناٹ لائی، بیکاز ہز ہائنس آغا خان کا اچھا فرینڈ ہے، پرائم منسٹر پریزیڈنٹ آف کینیڈا. وہ ادھر سیکورٹی، پراسپیرٹی ان کا خیال رکھا ہے، اسماعیلیز کا. ہاں This Canadian cannot lie. तो आप देखें इन मुसलमानों में कितनी चालाकी आ गई है. जब सेक्रेटेरियन वॉर होता है, इजराइल ने किया है, दुश्मनों ने किया है, करवा रहे हैं. अमेरिका करवा रहा है, इंडिया अमेरिका के साथ है. कश्मीर इशू बेनजीर भुट्टो लगा दिया था कश्मीर के, इमरान खान को भी लगा दिया है. ये देखें आप कितने चालाक हैं. आप सुनेंगे कितने ये मुसलमान चालाक हैं. मैं सुनाऊं तो हारिस सुल्तान, और तभी तो मैं इधर से उधर हो रही हूँ बीबी हाजरा की तरह. खैर, आई डोंट नो अबाउट दैट, बट जस्टिस के लिए. अच्छा, अब इनकी चालाकी यूट्यूब पे भी आ गई है, सोशल मीडिया पे. इन सुन्नी मुसलमानों की देखें आप, बहुत कम शिया मुसलमान यूट्यूब पे ऐसे काम कर रहे होंगे पैसे कमाने के लिए, बैशिंग करने के लिए इस्लाम को. बिकॉज हक तो नहीं कर रहे हैं ना मेरे साथ, मुझे हक तो नहीं मिला ना. तभी मेरा ऐसा हो रहा है. बिकॉज यू सी, I'm maybe it is true that these Sunni Muslims who have come on YouTube, they are also badbakht liars. और ये कर रहे हैं पैसे के लिए, किसके लिए, क्या इतना जो वो झूठ बोल सकते हैं. हमें a Canadian I know will not lie. अच्छा, America would lie. I cracked up, really, I was laughing. मैं पागल होने वाली थी. It was too much from early morning doing, no, from the whole day. My whole night and morning went in this. तो end में जब मैंने ये सुना ना, it is enough now. It's enough.
Growth goes, and that testified in court on a number of occasions in terrorism-related cases in both criminal court and in the Federal Court of Canada. And for the last 7 or 8 years, I've just worked solely on the voices of extremism.
Sorry, excuse me. Not America, in the Federal Court of Canada. Shias निकलें पाकिस्तान से बाहर, कनाडा किधर और चले जाएं खुदा के वास्ते. ये मुसलमान पाकिस्तान के कश्मीर का देखें क्या कह रहे हैं ये साहब टॉम क्विगन. हाँ, अरे मुझे जब ये साइमा पीर कहती थी ना, को माय गॉड, ऐसे लगता है कि कोई है ही नहीं हमारा टू हेल्प अस. बिकॉज यू नो इधर भी यूएई में oh my god, I cannot tell you. I went in this psychic this thing के ये जीत गए हैं, something like मैं सहम गई हूँ, मैं हार गई हूँ. PR इनका PR, my goodness.
करने का तरीका बहुत अच्छा है.
Listen, I just cannot complete my sentence.
Clearly in North America, with a focus on Canada, the USA, and looking at primarily groups such as the Muslim Brotherhood, Hizb ut-Tahrir, and increasingly, of course, the role of the Iranians in North America as well.
Excellent. Well, that's quite a background. So with this background, and you also looked at the issues in Kashmir, the terrorist Islamic issues and the history of why that's happening.
Yeah, it's almost impossible to ignore Kashmir if you're going to study modern-day Islamist terrorism. Many of the people involved come from that area. Many of the folks who maybe don't come from there but carry out terrorist actions in the name of the...
Oh my God, sorry, excuse me.
So I will talk about the North.
Hello,
Iran,
greetings.
Iran is getting itself into all this. I don't know why. Shia.
So I will talk about that afterwards if I or I don't know. लेकिन ये ईरान को yeah, I did say this in this video, right? तो आप इनकी चालाकी देखें. A Canadian man can never lie. So sorry the video was like this, very bad, and but I had to show you this from my Facebook, and then you can go and check it out on Rajiv Malhotra's channel YouTube. Aja, with Tom Cugin. Thank you so much. I cannot go on.